Good morning, Lionhearts. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. How are you today? Great. Well, today my buddy Breck is coming to hang out. He wants to go vlog, and he hasn't been up here for a couple of weeks, so I was thinking, what would I vlog, or what could I vlog, that he has wanted to do for a while and kind of make it something special and keep it kind of local. I'm taking quite a journey tomorrow, and I didn't want to take one today. So something popped into my head that he has mentioned over and over again, and I found one of the locations that's not too far away from me, and we're gonna go today. This movie is a classic. This movie came out at a pretty tumultuous time in Los Angeles history, and it kind of reflects that. So we're gonna have a great day, and we're gonna see a very interesting place. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. Well, we're on our way to start the day at the park before Breck gets here. And I have a little bit of an announcement once we get there. Well, this is a total bummer. We just fought through all kinds of road construction. It's a pain to drive up here anyway, but then we fought through 4 different spots of road construction to get here, only to find out that they've quarantined the field. They've blocked off all the entrance to his park today because they're apparently doing refurbishment. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I'm sorry, Jaw. Not much I can do about that. Looks like garbage anyway. We'll find something else to do, my buddy. Well, I'll make the announcement like I said anyway, since we have the good backdrop. What I want to say is that every once in a while people are hitting me up asking about meetups and will I ever organize a meetup, so here is an organized meetup. What I want to do is invite anybody in the area of Los Angeles, December 17th on Sunday. The Queen Mary ship is doing basically a Christmas equivalent of what they did for Dark Harbor that I vlogged. But it's basically like a Christmas village with little rides and food and basically just take you away for a day. So I bought my ticket already, and I want to invite anybody that wants to come out, be on the vlog, meet me, hang out. We can all hang out together. If you have wanted to mail me something P.O. Box wise and I don't have one, this is a good time to bring it, and we can all just have fun. If you use the code, I actually found it online. This whole event is called Chill at Queen Mary. So just look up Queen Mary for tickets and you can find it, but if you use the code HOHO30, that's HOHO30, then you actually will get like, I think 25% off, so it turned out to be like $8.50. So basically it'll cost you $25, and I am sorry that this is one of those things that you will have to buy a ticket for, but the event just sounds so much fun that I wanted to do it, and I thought this would be a good time for us all to get together. So if you're interested in meeting up with me, December 17th, the tickets are good for, I believe, at 4:30 that day is when all the festivities start. I think we should probably meet up around that time, just because when I went to Dark Harbor, it gets really busy an hour or so after. So I think maybe that'll be the time, but we'll discuss it later. Just want to give everybody a heads up. December 17th, Chill at the Queen Mary Jordan the Lion meetup. Well, since we're over here already, we just decided we're gonna take a walk through this neighborhood that's right off this side of the park. Never really done that before, so give us something to do. Give my buddy a chance to stretch his legs while we're up here. Oh, awesome. Check out this house. I really like the door on this. It's got kind of this old medieval style door. Check out that house too. I like that upper layer. It's got that weird, it almost looks kind of like a prison type look, but it actually looks pretty good on that house. Now what we're gonna vlog today is actually what I would consider to be a career-defining movie. Even though Michael Douglas had made a ton of movies in his career already before he made this movie and was known for Fatal Attraction and Wall Street, as a kid I knew him from Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile and things like that. But after this movie, whenever I hear the name Michael Douglas, I always think of this movie. Wow, look at the great architecture of this house. This is beautiful. All the way down to the mushrooms on the front. And they actually had to shut down production one of the days because the LA riots broke out. This was a masterpiece directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Robert Duvall and Michael Douglas playing a character named Defense. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, the movie is called Falling Down. And today, we're going to see one of the most memorable scenes from that movie. Wow, check out this wood house. This is great. Great style. Look at these little bike decorations holding the flower pots. Oh, that's a great little fountain. I love that. Oh, check this out. This is great. I don't even know how to describe this kind of architecture. I love that bell up there. All kinds of little details to this place. Those little metal suns that are on the back. Right over in here, you can kind of see them through the rails. Wow, this is a great place. Oh, check out that statue over there. This is fantastic. Billy Corgan is the guest today on the Joe Rogan Experience, and everything he's talking about really correlates to life. And I think if you are interested in making your mind work a little bit of overtime and assess things in the world, I think you could get a lot out of watching this. So go find the Joe Rogan Experience today. This was live streamed. It's Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. Hey, Jaw, do you want to go stay at Breck's house for a week? You're gonna hang out at Breck's house? Well, we've made it over here, and I noticed this mural as we're getting to our location. This thing's pretty magnificent. One thing Silver Lake does right, they definitely have murals everywhere that tell a story. And great artists. Right here on this corner, it definitely looks a little bit different, but it's the same exact store. It's the same surplus store, and you can even see the Levi's represented up there in the top where the Dickies and everything is. This is the surplus store from Falling Down. And one of the things that's always kind of blown my mind about this, I kind of mentioned earlier, was how I always knew Michael Douglas from Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile and Wall Street and things like that. And I was talking to my friend Adam the Woo about this movie, and we were both saying, you know, when you think about the movie, Michael Douglas is not the name that comes to mind to play this character, and we were often like kind of wondering, you know, it's kind of amazing that he's not somebody that if you read the script you'd say, Michael Douglas is our guy, and yet it's what you pretty much know him for now. Now, one of the great things that I kind of found out about this movie that I didn't know was that, you know, in all the preparations for this that Michael Douglas did, he, you know, character-wise, he knew basically what kind of character this guy was going to be. He said, you know, I knew I wanted him to be somebody who was kind of, if he wasn't from the 40s or 50s, he grew up with that set of values, and that's the world he was longing for, and he just didn't understand the world that he's in now. But he said it wasn't until actually the very first day of filming that they were getting ready to start and everything, and Joel Schumacher and the hairstylist said, you know, this might be a crazy idea, but what do you think about going with more of kind of a military look as far as maybe having a crew cut? And he said, yeah, let's go for it. he said I was all in, because he said the wardrobe already dictated that. He said, you know, we already knew that we wanted, you know, this white shirt and everything to be very tight on me, to have this appearance of, you know, like this guy who probably was in the military at one point and now is just kind of coping with the world. And he said, and even though the movie is by no means politically correct, it's very accurate, especially for the times. A lot of people felt displaced, and a lot of people were like this character. The character's actual name is Defense in the script and everything. He said people were really like this guy. People were really going to work every day, but they didn't have a job. They were going out looking for a job with a sandwich and an apple as the only things in their briefcase. And he said it was kind of weird because in some ways, you know, it's, you know, as much of the villain is that Defense is, he's also the hero. And Michael Douglas said, you know, I love playing the hero, but I always feel like I get cast more of a villainous role, kind of like Wall Street. But he said, when I read this script and I saw the character, I thought to myself, this is the best part that I've seen since Wall Street, and I wanted to do it no matter what the cost. And he said, he actually, you know, because you see the movie and you go, this guy must have completely lost himself in that character, but he said he found a pretty good balance of it and knew how to get into character, when to get into character, so that it wasn't completely draining. But he said one of the great things about making this movie for him was that he said the script and everything was already so good to begin with, it made it a little bit easier for him to kind of be loose with the character. And I think when you watch the movie, that makes it feel so real, because you can totally identify with this guy. Now I want to walk across the street and see if we can get inside and get some footage. So the scene that actually happens here, I can't show a whole lot of it because the dialogue is all just, I mean, completely unusable. But this is the scene where he comes in because he's got the hole in his shoe and he's looking to replace his boots. So he goes in here, and the Nazi guy that works here and owns this place, Nick, is listening to the police scanner. And I'm basically doing most of it out here because most times surplus stores don't really want you to film or show their stuff inside. So I'm just gonna tell you most of it out here and then match up the footage if I'm able to. So this is where he's kind of getting answers to the questions about the boots, and starts insulting what you can only assume are the gay guys, and lets them know they're not welcome there. And that's when they pull over the sunglass rack. So if I'm able to show you, there's kind of one position that the camera's set up in, and it shows you Defense over there looking at the boots, and you'll actually see Nick come over and is talking to him, and then you'll see the guys pull the rack down. Now I'm pretty sure that the scene that's connected to this, where they're in that back room, and that's when Nick just starts doing that whole, "We're the same, man, we're the same," and Defense says, "No, we are not the same." And that whole, like, "We're having a disagreement. In this country, you are free to disagree." That whole thing, I don't think that was actually filmed in here, but we'll find out when we get in there and look around. So this is actually the entrance where Defense walks in and walks out of, and from the inside of here, you actually get a shot of the cop car pulling up across the street over here into that red zone. And right in there is where Nick would have been. The front of the counter would be up there, and he would have actually been right over here looking at the boots. They would be having that conversation right there. Nick and Defense. Right here.
What can I do you for? I'm just looking for some hiking boots.
Here's where the dressing rooms would have been.
Okay, thanks. Listen, tell me something.
Probably different ones. They were the curtains, but if the actual room where they have that whole discussion about the Nazi gas and stuff happened, it would have happened up there. That's the only back room. And then those yellow kind of like missiles, they would have been right over here off to the side. And right there on that corner, right here's where the sunglasses would have been, where those bandanas are, that the guys pull over.
Fascist!
Oh, no way. Look what I found. There's one of the original ones. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. That's the one from the movie. Let's go around here. You can kind of see it in there. It's inside there. That is so cool. That's definitely one of the ones from the movie.
Why'd you do that?
And I'll match that up.
I'm loving this coffee. And while I'm $100 in digital coupons.
See, you can see it says surplus going down the side. If you look in there.
Come on, I'm not gonna turn you in. I'm your friend. Come on.
That is so cool. That is so cool. I just talked to the guy that works here. He said he didn't work here when they made the movie, but he said he started working here about 3 years after. And right here's the counter where that Nick guy would have been listening to the police scanner. And then you would have seen the police car pull up right over there on that side in that red zone. But this is where he would have been working. Place has the layout, nothing has changed about this place. Some of the booths are a little bit bigger, or some of the racks are a little bit taller, but they probably brought those down for filming. That is so crazy just to be seeing that Michael Douglas was right there. I almost can't believe it. Alright, we are out of here. I'm kind of surprised that we were able to get so much footage of the inside. And check out this pathway. That is awesome. That's somebody's house that leads to. Well, I'm pretty amazed that I was able to get so much footage on the inside. Usually surplus stores are not cool about that. This guy, he answered a lot of my questions and then he was working, so he didn't seem to notice, and I just had brought a small camera and got as many shots as I could and that I needed. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's such a great movie. If you've never seen it, go back and revisit Falling Down. It's on YouTube for free. There's like 1 billion different uploads of it, so there you go. They're trying to vlog us while we're vlogging them. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to stunt, so I just whipped out my camera and started filming them. Well, we wanted to patronize that place while we were there, and so Breck bought himself a new folding chair, an American flag folding chair. It's very Breck if you don't know Breck. Yeah. We're out taking this guy for a walk, or he's taking us for a walk. He just had two lady puppies over here eyeballing him. Well, good evening, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed my first Falling Down vlog. I have never forgotten that scene from the moment I saw it. It's always been an extremely powerful scene, and when I decided to do anything Falling Down, I wanted that to be the first one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. They were somewhat cool about me filming in there. He just didn't really seem to care either way, so I guess that's the best I could have hoped for, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I want to thank Michael Reed for becoming my newest Patreon, and come back and see me tomorrow. I have worked on setting up this vlog for a couple of days, and it's actually going to happen tomorrow. I'm really excited because this place has a story and you're not going to want to miss it. Have a good night. From your old pal Jordan the Lion and Jaw, goodbye.